right. Good morning, everyone out there viewing from home. We have the quarterfinals of our Alberta mixed doubles provincials action for you here this morning. And I'm back. I'm Erica Ort here helping commentate, and I have with me today Craig McAlpine joining me.
What turn you seeing?
Welcome, guys. And this is brand new to me as well, and so wanted to just mention right off the hop, if you don't want to hear my voice, you can mute it as well. You can still watch the game, but if you want to hear my voice, just keep it unmuted.
No, we have Craig joining us here after being in the event, and he's going to give us that player perspective. So we're really happy to have you here.
Thank you. Yeah, hope to do so. So we got.
Okay. No, weight's good on this one.
We got VanAmsterdam and Evan VanAmsterdam and Paige Papley, and they're playing Desmond Young and Catherine Clifford.
Should be a great game. These are two young, up-and-coming teams. I've seen them play lots on their respective men's and women's teams too.
I think the end.
Both teams have a lot of
it's way back there. Like the freeze yellow's no good.
And I think it's gonna be a really good one.
Yeah.
So Desmond Young and Catherine Clifford, they have some, well, Catherine Clifford's a 2020 Alberta Junior Champion, 2020 U Sports Champion, and a silver medalist at the 2020 Canadian Juniors. And Desmond Young is a 2019 and 2020 Alberta Junior Champion as well.
Yeah, so lots of experience there. Almost more notably, Catherine Clifford may have played on my Super League team a few years before that, so
I just wanted to say.
So you know her well.
Yeah, she's a great curler. She's a great attitude.
What'd you take?
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what she does here. And so the other team here, we got Paige Papley.
Should I go my out turn or
and
in turn?
Evan, and they as well have a ton of experience behind them.
In?
So.
Okay, I'll just adjust off my last one in practice.
Yeah, I think this path will be very similar for you.
Okay, line's good. Line's good. Line's good.
So
it's hanging a bit.
Team's adjusting to the ice this morning. We'll see if there's been any changes to the ice conditions, but so far they look to be close on the draws.
Over, hard.
Couple early ones there that seem to maybe not have curled as much as they hoped.
Yeah.
Like a back line, try to get to the inside?
Yeah, that speed's not bad, hey?
Faster and straighter? Yeah. Okay. Okay, I love it. No shot, I'm assuming?
Their shot, yeah.
So Evan here, he's a 2019-2020 CCAA national champion, 3 times junior provincial silver medalist. He's been to men's provincials twice.
Yep.
4 times participating in mixed doubles provincials.
Curl,
so
curl,
definitely
curl,
a lot
curl,
of experience here
really
for
running.
Evan. And his partner Paige, who's on the brush there, she's 2019-2020 junior provincial champ, 2019 Canadian junior champion, 2019 World Junior Silver medalist, 2018 and 2020 U Sports National champion, and 2020 Canadian Junior Silver medalist. So wow, that's a lot. A lot of credentials there for both these teams.
Or even less.
Long time to go through that all.
Yeah.
Edge on edge. No air.
Yeah, my first one was bump.
Okay, I don't think I can roll under with bump. I just not without risking the guard by a bunch. Okay, I'll just throw half.
Also interestingly, I had Paige and Evan both come out and spare for my mixed Wednesday night curling team in the past few weeks. I've been very fortunate with spares.
Yeah.
Clean. Hard.
One of the things that, for myself, even
Roll it off
playing in
big,
mixed doubles
hard.
For the first time, kind of in a big event like this, is just the amount of time you have. You gotta make decisions quick, and it's sometimes you might not be making the best call, but sometimes the call made and is better than the indecision. So it'll be interesting to see how these teams, how they manage the time clock and how they manage those decisions.
I think an intern to here, really good.
That's a great point. We find these games just go by so quickly.
Yeah.
And even the ends, only throwing 5 rocks. Sometimes you just look up and all of a sudden the end is almost over. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a very fast-paced, fast-moving game.
Yeah, I think so. Especially if we're fully around. So I want a sandwich in there so that their yellow tap isn't too juicy. Just edge 8's perfect, I think.
So as Evan's saying there, he wants to sandwich a rock in here. I think he wants to make a nice freeze.
A lot of room. Room right now. Line's good. All you line's good. Yep. Yep. Get it there, hard. Yeah, keep going. Line's good. Hard, 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 hard.
Just a little light, I think, for them, but they mentioned
play
edge
that.
of 8
I
too,
was
so
thinking
that's
pretty hard.
pretty decent curl.
Kill those two. I mean, that one always goes into the pile, but.
That's fair. Yep, I like that.
Okay. Well, I'm seeing like a quarter.
So Catherine and
There's no
Desmond
hole. I can almost not hit it too thin.
will be looking
Yeah.
to raise that yellow rock up.
You like that? Okay. I'll give you a peel here. I think it'll run dead straight. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's saying he can hit pretty much anything on that right side there, and should be good for them for sure. But
Hard. 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 Hard.
Well, a lot of rocks left the rings there.
yeah, pretty good result too with the yellow being shot.
Yeah. Still a lonely yellow in the rings there, but I think they'll be happy with the outcome.
They try and make it. Yep.
So Evan indicating that he's going to run the center guard back, I believe.
Yeah, running the center, or I don't know if he's thinking that he can throw hack or board
Like
at that.
same-ish weight as
but-
that last one? Oh, fuck, that's pretty buried.
Yeah, it's very
Oh, okay, that's not what he's thinking.
I think he's realizing though that he can't see a whole lot of it though. So
In turn. Cross
Yeah.
face.
Yeah, so now he's decided on the run back.
might go a little here.
Okay. Yep. Hard. Whoa, whoa. Yep. Oh, that's good.
Well, yeah.
That's so good.
As Evan said, that's actually not a bad outcome. So he's rolled
Yeah, then
himself
they
to
just
a
have a
corner
slash for
guard,
two.
and he's
That's pretty
really
good.
opened up the 4 foot.
Yeah, I think that's your play, to be honest.
yeah, to pick that red one just off was
Out there, probably.
was pretty nice for them for sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, maybe a hair less than that with medium. I just think I can back it up right. We haven't seen the sweeping not do anything, so. You just could be in the rut, right? We just don't know, so. I think it'll come up just a hair. If nothing else, it's crunchy because no one's thrown out there. But I'll just, I think a little less than that.
So Catherine
medium.
will be looking here to get another one in the rings, I believe, so that they have 2 instead of their lonely yellow.
Medium?
Looks like yeah, just a hit and roll here maybe.
Yeah. Get rid of a red.
Ooh.
Okay. So that's a little scary. They didn't want to roll out. So now they're going to leave a shot 4-3.
Did you see that?
Just because of how curly it is, or?
Yeah, I think it just a little bit
I like
over
going to-
curl there.
Yep. Paige, even noticing it still too, so. Okay, easy's good. Yep, it's probably just there. Yeah, you like that?
So they're just going to play a nice quiet weight hit it just to tap it by that red one at the back.
For 3.
Yeah, just start it off the rock. Don't need to overthrow the easy.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking like I'll do 10-5 to it.
Yep, let's make the nose hit though. Yep, hair high. That looks way out there. Weight's good. A little light, actually.
Evan might need to carve this in a bit. It's curving nice, actually.
I think she threw a nice
Great shot.
control weight there, so it came back
3.
for her. All right, so they're going to be happy with that start. 3 points on the board.
Really well thrown. That's perfect weight. Just a little down from easy, but it's perfect.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
I think at the start there, I think Evan thought it was a little bit wide, but I think the weight was just perfect that it allowed it to curl up there nicely.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Just go with the lightest color, I guess. Yeah.
So for anybody that doesn't really know,
Yeah.
haven't seen a whole lot of mixed doubles, this is what's a little bit different there is they put these 2 stationary stones in at the start. The team that has hammer places their rock in the back 4, whereas the team that doesn't have hammer is the stationary guard. And so that kind of starts the end.
Yeah. It kind of draws play to the middle and creates a bit of offense right off the bat.
I got really big.
And we often do
Watch
see
it curl, though.
scores of 2 or 3 when you have hammer in mixed
Coming
doubles.
down. It's only back 12.
Maybe more so in a regular game of
Starting to
curling.
get closer,
We
back
see
8.
three unders quite a bit.
Back 4.
So
Let's get good.
definitely not out of it at all for
Still
Clifford
through.
and Young here. It's real early in the game, and they have hammer now. So I
Sorry, good throw.
wouldn't be surprised to see another 2 or 3.
Well, you can give up 5 enders too, just like I did against Papley and VanAmsterdam in our second game.
Oh, no.
So we were up 5-3 and then gave up a 5 ender in 6. So it can happen for sure.
take
And
ice
in these games, you're never out
I'll
of
be
it
only about a 14 here.
until that 8th end.
So true. Only throwing 5 rocks. If you have 1 or 2 misses in the end, like it just goes by so quickly, and it can
I like the
kind
way-
of get out of control really quickly too.
A little big.
Yep.
I've had that happen to
back
me as
12.
well.
Back 12. Back line.
He was saying back line there, but it seemed to.
Yeah, died on him.
Oh.
Was a bit surprised by that one.
Yeah, even on top of it. It's okay. Okay.
The small amount of time I've been playing mixed doubles, it's pretty critical to get that first rock thrown to kind of be frozen or
Yeah,
just a
I'm gonna
small
throw that
tap
exact
on
same
that
speed.
back 4, just to kind of cut down that scoring.
I might throw the 7 rock because I threw that last draw.
But when you come up like top 12, top 8 like that, sometimes you can get in a little bit of trouble. So you can still use that rock later on in the end for sure, but sometimes you can get in a bit of trouble.
Yeah. I think top 8 is still a usable rock. Top 12 is where you're getting a little bit up there.
Yeah.
Line's good. You can go line's good.
Also depends on the line a bit.
Yeah.
If you leave it open for yourself, and maybe you can advance it later with a tap.
Yeah. A little light as well.
Yeah, so maybe that spot's a little bit
Good.
stickier than they had thought.
But like you said, Erica, that is a usable rock because it's open. They can still use that to kind of contact
I
that
can
other,
play
the
the
yellow
nose
that
double
is
if
in
you
the
like
8-foot
that.
later
I
on.
don't mind
Yeah,
peeling the
they'll be
center.
okay with that rock
Worth
there.
peeling it into like slash into the red.
Yeah, I don't mind trying that.
Okay.
I think it jams onto that yellow, but then they spill and
Yeah, I mean that yellow's not really helping us because we have like a 4-foot run back anyway. I don't mind peeling the center. That's what you're seeing? Okay, let's do it. I'm gonna throw it. Okay, sure, I like it.
All right, so I think they're looking to clear out the front here.
Whoa! Whoa!
All right,
It's a pretty good shot there.
mission accomplished. They opened up the front
Hey,
of the
Paige, I think you
rings.
just ripped the back one. Right out. I don't think so.
That was their bailout shot.
No, like,
So they
it's a
basically
force,
wanted
a
to make
force,
sure
right?
they had a shot to score. So they will have a shot to score at the end of this end.
Right? We just kind of they can set up a pocket. It's either we force or we.
We're having some cutting out of Evan's mic, I think.
Okay.
But I think he
If it
wants to hit that back one there, just to make sure that there's no multiple points scored against them.
Hard.
And that's one thing about mixed doubles that, you know,
Clean.
a lot of people may not know
Watch
as
the
well.
hack.
It's there are no blanks either. So you know, in an end like this where, you know, it looks like a normal curling game, you'd blank it and take hammer to the next end. You do take your one because you would lose that hammer if you know, if you did blank it.
Sure.
That's right. It's not exactly an
Maybe a little
advantage
harder.
to
I'll
blank
take
in
edge
mixed
button on
doubles.
across the center. I think it'll move over.
So Desmond and Catherine aware
on behalf.
that they're probably going to be forced to one here, so they're going to try.
Line's good.
Going to try to get another one in the rings here. I believe around a guard on the edge.
Well, maybe no. Maybe they're putting
Oh,
putting
they're
up a
throwing
corner
the
guard.
guard.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember where the other guard was.
Yeah, that was a tough corner to come around. That other one, so.
That's a pretty wide corner guard, so they threw a better one up.
I don't want to leave a double to sit in the rings, though.
So I think Evan and Paige are maybe a little. That's definitely a bit of an aggressive call. I mean, they could peel the corner there and force to one, but they're going to try to maybe even attempt to have a bit of a steal here potentially if they can get this rock in a good spot.
Yeah.
Make a freeze, and then we say we don't make our next one.
Whatever you see. That rock's in a really good spot for us.
Yeah, it's in a steal spot, which is good. Can't really see where to line up to.
Yeah, and this is where sometimes based on the feel of how the game's going,
Edge 4 is close.
based on the feel of how you're throwing, the ice conditions, lots of different variables,
good.
you might
Same
make the
way.
decision to kind of just go for it and change your strategy up. And it seems like they've decided that rock's in a really good spot, and maybe even the element of surprise for the other team, because they looked like they were going to play it
Low
really
line.
clean
Low line as well.
and just maybe change it up and guard this and try to get a steal out of it.
Looks a little strong.
Hack?
Well, they may be playing a small tap instead of guard actually. Trying to, but it's a little bit heavy and. Well, I like the weight actually was probably. I believe they might have been just trying to split the rocks maybe then. Maybe they decided, at first I thought they were going to guard and try to guard the rock there, but.
Yeah, you might be right. The split was also an option.
But, definitely a miss and definitely.
Probably the play, isn't it?
Opportunity here now for Desmond.
Yeah. Okay, I'll throw my out turn because I just saw it. It's going to run real straight. I think I'll give you a bump.
He's going to try to play a hit and roll behind that corner guard they just threw up.
Roll. Clean. Clean. Hard. 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 Make sure red goes. Let's go more than my guard.
Don't worry, he just got caught
Keep
up
shot
on that one a
even,
bit
like
there.
even like a tight side one there, out of the rings. They barely have a draw.
Tough one.
I like it. Do you want me to? I'm gonna line up a broom for you to look at because it's hard to see.
Yeah, so Evan electing to hold the broom in the house here for Paige. We see sometimes.
Like this is.
Sometimes a player will hold the broom for the other, and other times
That's three.
they'd
That's a quarter into the
rather
8
have
foot.
that player sweeping, right? So
You like that?
Yeah, I think every team is a little bit different. Every team, you know, they might even change it up within the game, depending on the shot. Like Erica says, I did find even just playing my first time, it was really nice to be able to just focus on your shot and have the person sweep your rock. You know, there can be advantages and disadvantages of that, but one advantage I felt was, you know, you could just be in the hack like normal and throw your rock. There's no broom, but as long as you have your spot to aim at, it's comfortable. And I find if you're throwing the rock and getting up, one of the hardest things with mixed doubles, which you see a lot of very competitive teams do, but you know, when you're just starting out, it does take a little extra. To actually get up and sweep your rock, like you sometimes don't focus on your actual shot as much, and you're already getting up.
3/4 sticks.
yeah,
Probably.
so it's
Any
really
thicker
just
than
a
that, and you're pretty
comfort
risky.
thing, depending on the athlete, right?
What are you thinking for broom?
And an endurance thing.
For sure.
My cardio definitely
I think
enjoyed
so.
not
Yeah,
having
I
to
don't
sweep
think
every
it'll-
rock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
having to jump up and sweep can be quite the feat. So, all right, so we're gonna see Catherine come down here, and she's just gonna want to make the hit and stick. Maybe even a double.
Wait.
Okay.
Yep.
So she
That
did
didn't
have
work.
to spill that back
That
red
was
one a bit further to be able to score. So it will be a steal of 1.
4-0 for Paige,
It's okay. That's not very
Papley, and
different actually from
VanAmsterdam.
blank, right?
Yeah.
Down 3 without, down 4 with. It doesn't change a whole lot.
Yeah, and Desmond's right there. A 1 is not the end of the world to keep the hammer, so they'll just look for a better end this end to get a multiple score on the board here.
Yeah, we've seen numerous games this week where a 4-point lead is never safe, so.
Yeah.
It's good. Little light, if anything.
So Evan trying to sweep there to try to carry it and also hold the line a little bit, but he did mention it was a little bit light out of the hand, so.
A little tight, maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, no worries.
Little tight, little light, I think.
Yeah,
So
I think we know the
that's
path this way better because I threw it last
an
time. Or at least
unfortunate miss there for
similar-ish
Paige
arc.
because it opens up the center line, and
Yeah, I think edge button
Catherine
across
and
the center.
Desmond
It'll
will be
finish
happy
late, but I think it'll
to
go.
draw the play away from the center here.
Yeah, 2 corner guards are nice.
Okay, I'm seeing light.
So this is a bit of a different path, playing kind of down the center and away. So we'll see what it does here.
We're a little big. Shoot.
They're going to like to go deep there. Often what we see, those first couple rocks that they throw down the center away from the center line, can run a little bit better on them just because the pebble's fresh and they haven't really had a lot of rocks down that path yet.
It'll be the same feel as your last round, last 10.
Yeah, a lot of the play in mixed doubles is around that center guard, and
Freeze the one she
I
just
think
threw.
you get
Unless you wanna
get
freeze the other
comfortable
one,
with
it's
that
harder to get them.
edge of 8, draw weight,
Hey,
and
even put it
then when you do
close
have to
that
play a
pocket, it's
different
good.
shot, that is where
Above it, though.
a good mixed doubles
Just too
teams will adjust and get that line down a little quicker than others, and it can be a bit of a challenge for sure, but
Might
pretty
be-
close there.
Good, line's good.
Yeah, it might benefit them to play at a different line a little
Got
earlier
her a little
in the
bit.
game.
No, line's
Yeah.
good now. You're freezing on the center line 1. Okay, well, really got to curl. Starting to go. Whoa, 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 curl. Ah,
Okay, so
Sorry.
it's just a little heavy on that one. Creating some space in between his rock and the yellow was not really what they ideally wanted, so, because it allows the other team to now come down and remove it.
You can kind of see these corner guards now coming
seeing
into
the
play.
hit or just a bump?
Yellow can kind of build some
'Kay.
up behind there, and
Create a wall.
sometimes this
I'm
is how a
thinking
big
probably
end can
just inside edge 4
occur.
and my intern will
Yes.
come across it.
This end
That
will
way
be
if we
shaping up
undercurl
well
a hair,
for
nose isn't terrible.
Catherine and Desmond.
On the guard until just above, and then
Okay, yeah, I won't be anywhere near the guard with this weight. I'm gonna take inside edge 4. Yeah, back line. Hard then. Line will be good. Hard then. Little room. Room for now. Whoa. Whoa.
Okay, so They just wanted a little bit more curl out of that one, but
Yeah, yours okay, right?
it leaves their rock in front of kind of a pile at the back of the rings there.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Papley and VanAmsterdam definitely looking for a shot here to make his.
Like that down easy?
They're in a little bit of trouble if they don't, but they can
Uh,
get a little bit of an
I'm not
inside
real
roll
easy.
and prevent that jam from the back on their own, and
I don't want to be too light because I think it's going to curl still.
Yep.
be set up pretty good.
That'll
And
help
even if
them
we're on
for
the,
sure.
barely on the high side, I want to make sure it goes. Off. Off. Whoa. Clean. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Sit.
That's a nice shot.
A third. Yeah, there.
Yeah, that's a really good shot. They still have a play on
Sure.
it, but makes it more difficult for sure.
Thinking same weight I just threw.
So if Desmond can come tap
Okay,
that
I'm
stone
thinking probably
just
it's
out
my
of the 8
intern,
foot,
so it'll move a little bit.
would be
Maybe edge
perfect.
button on this side of center.
leave his rock in front of the pile. Make it hard to
Let's give
remove.
that a go. Whoa. Whoa, early. It's close, hard. Whoa. Roll it in.
A little bit of an over curl there. Trying
Yeah.
to make the best of it though and roll it into the rings.
What number is that?
Yeah, I think that kind of took him by surprise there because it didn't seem like there was a ton of urgency early, and
No.
and even right to the end, I didn't even know it was wrecking on the guard until.
Yeah. And then he did say what number is that after
Yeah.
Craig, so I think he's maybe gonna take a look at that rock and they might look at throwing
It's really
it
weird for me to grab a two
in a
rock and
different
leave
position
a
or
rock.
taking it and throwing it only for hits. Sometimes you do that when you have one
sure.
that really goes.
I'm thinking
And in mixed doubles, if you have any,
thinking that-
especially in mixed doubles, if you have any thought that a rock,
Thinking
it's
edge
best
of
to
that
probably
yellow rock,
use it
that
differently
second
or
shot.
replace
basically
it.
straight at
But
that other yellow one.
it's
So
definitely,
still for just biting the top one.
it's tough because you don't have someone holding the broom,
this
so they
one's a
can't
little
give you
slower.
feedback to let you know if you turned it in or put it
For
out.
sure.
And so it's even tougher to know if it's a rock or if it's the throw. But
Yeah.
Weight's good. Hard line. Yeah, you can go. Line's good now. Looks running. It's running. It's running. It looks heavy.
so that in-out path that you were talking about, Erica, just sometimes a
Yeah.
little bit quicker and
It's
catch
so
teams
tricky.
off.
So tricky when you get into a new spot. I don't think they've played too many
Is it
draws
worth
that way.
playing that? And if I'm a little thick, I hit that. I don't know, but or is it smarter to just play that? It's probably better, hey? Okay.
So they've
Yeah.
still got some options here.
Want to roll to probably big. Make it double tough. She wants to play the draw game. She might look at 3. I just think it's an easy half rock double. Do you like the big roll? Okay.
I think that's probably the right decision there. They talked about what
What?
type of roll they wanted, but rolling
sort-
big
sort of
will
tempted to throw
will
similar
prevent
to
that double
just threw.
from occurring right
Over the
after.
brim a
So
hair, unless you want a little more weight.
I think it's a good plan to
Okay,
deal with
I
that
think I can
red
only
rock
afford to hit
that's in
about
the
a third
4 foot
though.
as
I'm a
well.
little scared that we can't stick around with easy.
here they would probably need about a hacker
Okay,
board
I'll
weight
throw my
to
intern in,
kind of
so he's
hit
on the
about a
other
quarter
side.
rock and roll over. But
And stay. Yeah.
Yeah, do you like hack? Yeah. Okay. We'll just open up the broom of hair and I'll just be a little more aggressive on the line call. Clean. Yep. Hard. Hard.
Catherine having to go hard here on the sweep.
Hard. Jesus.
I think they're seeing it take off here.
that same spot, you know, that you thought maybe the rock, maybe that spot just curls a little bit more too.
Yeah. More than they're expecting, and I think he might have been a touch
Yeah, I guess you
light
can leave
on
it
that,
double that way though.
which doesn't help
For 2.
with the line.
Well, I don't like the guard. Well, you can guard this inside of it, I guess. Yeah. It's not bad. You could even flirt with just being here. So that, or there, that this across the top doesn't roll in to beat that one. Yeah. We go nose as well.
So just talking through the options here. They
The
kinda
only
have
thing is,
a few.
I guess you roll out, you go click, click. I still a nose hit for 2.
They're trying to decide if
think
they want
worst
to
case,
guard
we're
this
leaving
or
it
if they
double
want to
for
make
2
a play. I think
by doing
the
that.
reason why they're trying to figure this out is
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
believe
don't
yellow
think
is
it's-
second
it's
shot,
like a-
so
Either an injury on the straight or
if they can
something,
make
it's tough.
contact with their red and onto the yellow, they could lie 3 if everything works out the way
Yeah,
they wanted
yeah,
it.
we've been
But,
throwing it.
but I think
It
Evan was a
speeds
little
good both
concerned
ways, but I think
if
it's
they end
easier
up
to control
touching
the
their
outturn.
red. That's third
I think
shot
we can lose the
or
intern.
second shot right now, or third shot. It might open up yellow.
Yeah, you throw
for a
just
couple
at
more,
that inside of that red rock, I think it's close. Even a little inside of that. Throw just off that red rock. It's quick. Weight's good. It's all line. Looks like a low line.
So I think they're electing to just throw another one on the top of the rings here. Looks nice.
No, it's gonna sit. It's gonna sit. Good. Perfect.
I think that's a pretty nice shot.
Yeah.
I'm seeing this just for one, but what? I think heavy draw gives you a little bit of margin, but I think you're probably an 8th buried. So I think you're probably getting to the nose. Even 7/8 high with a heavy draw, you're not going to roll very far. You like that? Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Just a chance at 1 here, it looks like. Pretty good
Yeah.
spot that they kind of put that top 8 guard.
Yeah, I think they've basically been forced to the draw here. There's kind of 2 draw paths.
Your only other shot, if you're into it's playing the draw across the center. You have a lot of forefoot, but we just don't really know the line.
That's the other draw path they could
It's also a
take.
brand new path, so.
However, the first call they have backing if they want to take that other
Actually, yeah, is that for
wider
2?
path.
I think it might be.
Oh,
That's a good call.
seeing another shot here.
Yeah, I like that a lot better than I expected. Yeah. I think you're going to lose it if you're there. It's a big half.
Yeah, so because that other yellow is
I think this might
second
come up a little
shot,
bit.
they're thinking of coming off their own yellow and making
It's a fairly flat double, but I think it's there. I didn't even see that shot.
no.
You'll wait. Okay.
Maybe intern here, they'll give them a little bit more of a flatter roll too, which
Heel. I guess I can sweep that whole way, can't I?
really close, but just needed a little bit more weight with that.
Yeah, it's
It
not
was
bad.
perfectly thrown, but
Man, she had to throw that hard, I guess,
Yeah.
to make that.
yeah.
Yeah, it kind of looks like red, but I'm happy to measure if you guys want.
Might as well. We're gonna measure.
Yeah, those are close enough to measure, so I'll go put the stick on it just to make sure.
It's too
Man,
bad. It seemed like it was thrown really well.
I was just going to say, I think she threw that pretty well. It's a tough outcome.
Oh,
rings. They'll go. So
Pretty clear red.
red it is.
Thank you. Yes, Andy. Really good in.
Yeah. Good placement on that last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was perfect. Yeah, turn around again.
So teams just checking in with each other. I don't know if either of them would be thinking to use the power play this early in the game,
I
but
think we know the sheet shape, so I think I can. I mean, I love how I'm throwing it. I'm just not making anything. So.
Yeah, the power play again for anybody that doesn't know mixed doubles. It's again. There's 2 rock positions that get placed, but instead of it being on the center line in the middle of the sheet, they just get placed off to the side. And the power play can actually be used to create offense, but it also can be used to be defensive. So for Evan and Paige, at some point in this game, if they still have a pretty large lead, they might use their power play to try to keep it more open and have those rocks off that center.
So not yet. It's a bit early in the game for us to see that come out, but I think they were kind of looking at each other like, should we play it?
Even
so.
if it's close, like.
Most
But
times,
I look if we're going to throw it a little
power
heavier, which
plays
I'd rather
are
do, I think, 3/4
usually in the last couple ends, again, unless there's a team that's quite a bit up.
Yeah.
And they want to use it a little bit earlier. But
little light.
So electing to draw on the guard here. Paige will be
How's
looking to get her rock in the forefoot.
Paige jumping up, saying Evan not strong enough to sweep, so she's going to help out them.
Good try. It's pretty good.
2 is better than 1.
I think probably a 14 on this side. Okay.
Yeah.
Want to go a bit. Okay. It's carrying nicely. Yeah, we're about 8. It's not bad. It's coming down. Good shot.
Just coming into the back of the rings there.
Pretty close, just about a foot too heavy, but it's one of the things that can hurt you later on in the end. Sometimes is those rocks that are just almost perfect, but just slide a little bit back, and it kind of creates that wall. And sometimes it can be difficult to remove opponents' rocks, but
yeah, created a pocket back there. So Evan's going to do his best to weld one into the pocket, make it hard to get out of there.
Line. Whoa, room. Whoa. Curl. Curl.
Okay, so missed opportunity there. And it leaves it right back for Desmond to get one in there.
we haven't seen it a lot yet, and we don't
Draw to
see
the
it
button
usually
speed
in mixed doubles a whole
Draw
lot.
to the
But
button speed almost.
on the 4th thrown rock,
I'll just adjust.
6th rock that's
What's
in
that?
play, teams can start to hit. So if you've noticed that you don't know much about mixed doubles as well, and if you notice that you haven't seen a lot of hits early on, that is why you aren't able to remove any stones until that 4th thrown rock at the end. So.
Line's good. It's hanging a bit. Room early. Okay, switch.
If I can get this in the top 4 position.
Line's getting better.
They'll be set up pretty good here.
It looks like he got the weight right on this one.
Yeah, that's a really good shot.
Yeah. Beauty.
Ooh.
He'll be happy with that stopping above the tee line versus adding to the pack at the back.
Yeah.
Evan and Paige are going to probably look to try to remove at least one of those yellows now, if maybe two if they make it right. Or maybe try to sit right on top too. I don't know. Maybe they'll.
It'll be. You gotta make it across the top, which is you gotta move it pretty far. I don't like medium. Firm then.
Yeah, I think you're right there, Craig. They're gonna remove some rocks from play.
Even if you click the guard, it's not that bad.
Start blasting.
Just picked it.
Okay. And they're really just playing the scoreboard at this point. They can see that they're up, and they don't want to get too messy with this end. But leaves the same shot here for Desmond.
Take just a hair less
that he
ice.
just played.
See if I can fully bury it.
I almost think the same with your 3. Do you think it cuts a tiny bit?
Yeah, I could. Yeah, honestly, I don't mind that. I'll throw same line, similar weight here for you.
Probably like to just bury this one just a little bit more than the last one. It was a really good throw last time, but if they can bury it another, even a couple inches would be.
Just a hair. Really similar line. Line's good. Hard then. Oh, that fucking rock's terrible.
Could even.
Okay, so he's left another
let's just
center
make it.
guard there.
Yeah.
It's a usable rock, but I don't think he'll be super happy with that, seeing as he just made the
You
draw.
think speed's fine here, or a little slower?
Yeah, I think if Evan and Paige can get one in behind there now, even if it's just dead
8?
frozen, it will really cut down the scoring
Let's make it.
for Clifford and Young.
Okay, hard then. Really dropped it. Go on. Line's good, keep going. Room. Okay, keep going, line's good. Whoa, room. Switch. Yep, bury it, hard.
It's a really nice shot.
That's a nice throw. And you'll see Paige sweeping on one side for most of the way down, and then switching sides toward the end to try to
I can
get,
also slash our
try to get a
yellow.
little more curl out of that rock.
It's an option, whatever you're seeing.
Yeah, that red is in a good spot because even if you make contact, it's kind of just kind of going right into that wall of yellows there.
Sure, I like it.
Yeah, so those yellows in the back 4 are not really
So
helping
as close to nose as I can.
Catherine and Desmond
what
too
weight
much.
here?
At this point, they're kind of hurting them.
Bump on that yellow?
Bump weight?
No.
Oh, okay. Like back line? Okay. I'm almost thinking this is going to be the middle of the low spot and it's going to struggle curling. It might seem weird, but I'm tempted to take just inside middle 8. Unless you think it's going to go. I just have a hard time imagining it going both ways.
This is like what Jason and Danielle were doing to us. So you could either take mid 12 or you can take mid 8, and it'll get to the same spot.
So they're just talking about
mid
the
is a lot
shape of
more
the sheet,
reliable, so I'll do that.
making sure they
Okay, I'll throw an
find
extra
the right
60.
spot for the
I'll throw
broom.
basically what I think hack weight is, because I think it'll come down to back line on this side. Okay. Clean. Clean. Hard. Whoa. Whoa. Hard.
Okay.
I think you touched this one. This is.
I don't want to touch that. I think you got here.
No. I think their only shot right now is here to here
Yeah.
to do that. Which this still might do that, but I think you guard that one. I don't think they have anything this way, Paige. This to clean pick maybe, but Unless you think they can get to the nose and high and low side it.
So they're just looking at the options.
But
that
this is for sure there now.
the other team might have and try to
Like it might actually go into there.
take away their best option.
At least like it might spin out like that and they still got 3. You think? Back line hack?
I think the guard is definitely, you know, a decent call on the intern side there, but
Paige headed down to the hack. I think she
Like
doesn't
Paige,
want to waste a ton of
ideally
time
you just touch this.
yeah.
Just touch it.
So he's thinking to kind of rub it.
Because you just
and-
got to guard the nose of this one and
yeah, and guard both sides.
you want to bring for this one?
Paige is ready to go.
That's edge 4 there.
Reminds me of my
Maybe
game
hair outside?
this week where we
I'll
were down
come
to
sweep.
45 seconds on the last shot, and,
Oh.
and then
You good?
my girl's in the hack ready to throw, and I'm like, just 1 sec, I got to take one more look, and she's like probably panicking, I think, in the hack. But I got back, and there was 16 seconds left, I think.
Oh dear. Yeah, it's the time clock
yeah, it's
definitely can stress you out. I
That's
don't
getting
know.
good.
I always know when I played in a game with a time clock, I didn't want to be left with
Go to touch it.
less than 30 seconds to throw it. Like,
I didn't have to throw
It's
it. though.
high. It's
Yeah.
high. Not there.
that's true.
Not quite touching it. Just touched it.
Okay, so not quite touching
Frozen.
that one.
That's perfect.
That's good.
Yeah,
I
that's-
think they've still taken away that one side.
I think you probably want to throw hack, and I think you're throwing almost what you think is bump out of your hand if you're going off of this side. Here, I'll give you this broom.
So they're gonna elect to try to get as close as
I think that's
they
probably
can
max.
to
'cause
nose.
you have to flirt with the
on
guard
this
there,
top
right?
yellow one.
A little bit. That's probably max ice because I think you're going to be in that rut.
And as Desmond says, you got to get pretty tight to that guard with hack still to get to the inside of that yellow. And
Yes, this is a tricky shot. They're gonna have to curl past the
No
guard.
rush on the time here. We're doing good. Throw it good.
I mean, this shot is for 3. I mean, Evan and Paige did leave it for them, so that, you know,
Yep.
it is a difficult shot
Oh,
for
here
sure.
we go.
So.
Okay, we're going to be good weight. Okay, we're going to be good weight. We're just hack. We're
Needing this
really
to
coming down.
curl.
Get up a sliver more.
Oh, very close.
Right. One.
Unfortunately, that didn't come up enough, so one more on the board for Evan and Paige.
So yeah, 6-0 after 4 ends.
Yep. So we'll go to the 4th end break. look, that's us.
We're back. Somebody's waving too in the background.
Oh dear. Well, I hope you guys had a great time watching all those sponsor logos go across your screen. We got Jacob on the cameras this morning, doing a great job tracking all the shots.
Which is your lovely brother, right?
My brother Jacob, yes.
Yeah. You know it. I love it.
All right, back in some curling action here. Second half of the game.
Looks light.
If
I'm gonna go curl.
Catherine and Desmond just need to get a feel here, and they can get one multiple score end here, they'll be right back in it.
No, it's not. It's in.
2 or 3 points here would go a long way to get back into this game for sure.
Yeah.
Set that guy.
Still half the game to go, though.
You got it.
Set that guy.
That's not quite what they expected, so
See no turn
Okay.
or?
maybe just a bit too much
Yeah.
broom there.
Load up that side.
Sure. Load it up to start. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Stay close. Okay, run pretty good.
Seem to like the weight. Line looks good.
Yeah, this looks like a nice one.
Nice shot.
She'll be happy with that.
It's a good spot too, just kind of right above that
'Kay.
button there, right on the button.
Above the tee line.
Just freeze it.
Like it's a little bit faster, I think, than it was before.
So Evan and Paige will just be looking to freeze on that rock. Ideally, they don't want to bump off of it too much because their goal here is just to really
good.
cut
Line's
down the
good. Line.
scoring area, force Catherine
Yep.
and Desmond to one.
Whoa. Yeah, line, hard. Keep going. Well, line, whoa, room. Okay, keep going then. Line's good. Get it there. Hard, get it there. Hard.
Really nice shot.
Very nice.
And those are the type of shots that just make it difficult to, to get them out.
That's sweet.
So really nice there.
Are they locked on? Are they locked on? Okay, so probably want to unlock the sandwich, hey? Okay, I'll play to run into it. With this rock, I'll throw what I honestly think is hack, and I think it'll be close.
So they're gonna try to
I'll
give
take
those
just
rocks a
inside
little
edge,
tap,
just 'cause it'll
just to release the
run into it.
the freeze and set up a bit of an angle. So
Okay, sure.
on another shot, they might have a chance to remove it. With those freezes, it can take multiple rocks to get rid of them.
And I think, some
Lots of
teams
spin.
might think, just put another freeze on top, but with mixed doubles and the limited amount of rocks
Line's
you
good.
throw, if you don't move them around a little bit right now, you might not ever get them out, like you said.
Yeah, you might not get the chance.
Hard then. Whoa.
So coming up quite a bit light there.
On either side. I don't know. Throw a guard on top of that. I don't know. She'll eventually have a drop for two, but it's two.
Evan and Paige are pretty happy to be sitting second there. They know that Catherine will have a draw for two on her last if everything stays the same, but it's a tricky draw to
I mean, we
to
could
draw
also
to the
really
side of
get
the
one
pin like
behind
that,
her, but
so
I think when they just make the double peel, it's just like a nice high one.
I think they're happy to leave it for her.
Kind of just split the center line then.
Yeah, they could either put a high guard here or come around those two
Like
guards,
that
and
interning?
either way, a center guard here is going to
I think
likely
you want to over curl it
make
so that when that goes that way,
Team Clifford and Young have to
can't
deal
go to
with
the
it.
top. I think an out turn then.
I guess their thought here too is they don't want to put anything in the rings that might help them get at those rocks.
Straight then, straight to get it by. Hard to get it by then. Yep. Well, yep, straight, yeah, you're still good. Well,
come
No
right
bump.
in.
I think they might have changed that
They
up.
might have
but
changed the call.
I mean, anywhere on the center, but yeah.
Yeah, so the only danger now
Yeah,
is
thick half.
that leaves a bit of an in.
Probably throw hack.
Well, exactly what you said, Erica. That was a bit of a miss. I think it was a little heavier than they wanted it. I think they were meaning to come around and maybe be on the center line, but I don't know if they wanted to. Definitely didn't want to bounce off like that because it gives them a chance now to.
Yeah, to make a play on it.
Yeah, I was
Rearrange
thinking
it.
like hack to bump for sure. Do I want to get to nose?
Yeah, that would be ideal.
Is it worth paying a little less weight than bump to get to nose?
I don't mind hack on this side.
Sure. I've been light on everything, so I'll make sure it's at least hack. If it's a little big and we hit it high side, I think that's a lot better than touching that guard. Yeah.
That's so hard. Desmond's very aware that he's struggling with his weight here this morning, and so he's trying to trick himself almost into playing more just because he knows he's been light. It's a hard adjustment to make when you just don't have the feel.
Clean. Clean. Whoa. Whoa. Fuck me.
And he won't be happy with that outcome.
Just can't get a goddamn.
Would have liked to keep his shooter around.
Yeah, I wasn't happy with that one.
You don't. You just gotta really roll off your shooter. No. No, you risk losing it over the top that way. I was thinking more like bump. Roll the shooter, sit it there. It's really good.
So these red rocks
Or we
are in a quite usable position for Evan and Paige. Much happier to have your rocks in the top four than in the back four.
I'd like to kill the back yellow actually. Let's throw medium. Hit a quarter rock. Thin.
So I think Evan's
If we
thinking
wanna kill the
there
back
is,
one,
you know,
it's a little bit more weight.
they're up 6. Maybe removing a yellow out of the rings is
We got a little bit.
is not a bad idea.
Okay.
If it's
Still
a
think
closer
you wanna
game, you
try and move
probably
that
would
back
just
yellow one off.
for sure just want to come right to it or tap the red. But because of the scoreboard, it sounds like they might try to play with a little bit of weight and just kind of remove one.
Just bump. Just bump.
Yeah,
Like you gotta curl.
Yeah.
they're
Hit a quarter.
taking the opportunity too after a miss to maybe advance one of their rocks closer to the pin as well.
No. Curl.
So Paige swinging around to
Curl.
sweep on the other
Yep.
side.
Close. Hard. Hard. One more.
Nice shot.
Yeah.
That's fucking perfect. Let's go.
So
A third of the red.
So Evan's
Two and
really
a half,
feeling
maybe.
it. He's feeling it. He's
That's
playing
huge.
well. He's got the feel. Advancing one of their rocks up to the pin, getting rid of a yellow. That was an amazing
Sure.
shot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
How thin?
pretty good position for them
How
right
thin?
now.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it better to throw it harder? Yeah. Okay, I'll throw my intern.
So we're going to see a bit of a
Give me a nice
bailout
plus
shot,
there.
I think, here.
Okay.
It's gonna be tough to get those reds going, but
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa. Really thin.
that
Just-
was really thin.
Just a tough one.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything on the backside here. I don't even think you. Whatever they're gonna you throw, they're just gonna run back. I don't mind them running it back. Yeah, that's just. Paige, you don't even have to throw it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if even if they didn't throw a rock right now, I don't know how much they would
honestly-
have on
It's
the
looking
last.
pretty good for them. Yeah.
Whatever you throw is just gonna help them. No. Whatever you throw is just gonna help them. You can honestly throw it away.
Oh,
No, because you risk nosing it. I honestly think you just throw it to the boards page. They don't have a shot right now. So the intern away.
so they're just going to take this opportunity to watch a new path, throw it kind of
Dump
towards
it.
the board, not help the other team out at all. Oh. So Bit of a controversial, some might say, call.
Yeah.
But
Good.
I mean, I understand the call there for sure.
throw
It's
away,
not a
throw
wrong
away.
call, but I think Evan even said, like, whatever rock they're putting, they're running
Should I do
the
timeouts
red
too?
in, and I don't know if there's a lot of good things that would happen too. I don't know if it can really hurt you as much as they thought, but either way,
and
they're throwing it away.
I think both teams have just kind of conceded to the fact that that's the way this end is going. That rock's not going anywhere, so 1 red.
Yep.
Evan and Paige will continue wanting them to
I'm gonna use
death.
the power play,
This
hey?
is the 1-1-1
Told somebody no.
strategy.
I didn't realize that until now.
It's just so hard when you just can't get that end to come together for you. And yeah, the struggles are real for Catherine and Desmond right now.
We'll throw it on this side.
I think it's just those first couple shots in each end, though, just not getting in the perfect spot, right? And if they're not in that perfect spot, it just makes it difficult as the end moves on.
Yeah. So electing to play their power play here. Change it up a bit. See if they can get an end going.
Yeah, but I think it's still going to curl a little bit.
I'm going to do this then.
Yep.
Make one, and then
Yep.
make a second one, and then make a
Just
third
chisel
one.
it.
In that order.
So we'll probably see Paige
So, you
try
know,
to
It's
do
going to
a
be good out here.
tick shot here. Often that's what the play is for this for mixed doubles is try to kind of tap your own rock into
I'd
the
big.
rings
I'd say
and,
really big.
and roll out, and so you don't leave, you kind of remove the corner guard that's
You're on
there.
the yellow one?
Yeah, I love this call. It's so fancy.
Should we go thin on the yellow one?
It's a little bit wide though.
A little wide, so playing the audible.
Nice.
Give the one in the rings a bit of a tick, so that's fine too.
Pretty good. Pretty big.
They'll never
Oh, sorry,
come over.
found you.
That was bump, I think.
Sure.
Oh, should I timed it? It was.
I think so, yeah. I like your weight. Yeah, weight's okay. Little big.
Desmond and Catherine trying to come around their corner again, or for the first time, but looks a little tight again. So
So, yeah, so they won't be happy with moving that corner guard over because it becomes a little bit less usable as the wider that it gets. They rolled to a center instead. Might have to change their game plan a bit and just use the center one.
Yep, I like that then.
yeah, I think any guard at this point is good for them.
Yeah, that's true. They're going to use any guard they can find.
Really light. I think it's really light and tight. Hard. Just go. Just go. Hard line. Okay, all you. Line's good now. Not too deep. Line's good. Curl if anything, actually. Okay, keep going. Keep going. Get 4 foot. Sorry.
All right, Evan and Paige, happy to be going around that center one, but not so happy maybe to come up a bit light there.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a miss there. You definitely want that in the rings for sure.
This rock's still 4 feet slow. I think the
However,
easiest way for me to look
they
at
did
it
leave
is
it in
like,
a
I'll just throw
usable
you back
spot,
12 and
so.
it'll come down a little bit. 'Cause I do think this rock is slow. Yeah. Okay, I like the weight. Okay, line's okay.
Okay, it's going to settle their back
We're
button.
just picking it. We pick it. We still got that one.
Still fairly
Even if you
open.
hit guard, it's still going to be 2 wide open rocks. We go pick, they go come around. See if you pick again. Worse, it's 3. Yeah, for at the end, I like that.
So Evan and Paige discussing that, you know, they're just going to get rid of
Yeah.
the yellows. They're not too worried about giving up 2 here.
Yeah, I basically go.
Even 3, he was
They got
indicating.
what,
I
3
mean,
shots?
they're pretty comfortable
They
at
got
this
3
point in the
shots.
game.
They got 4 shots.
Yeah, if it was a closer game, you'd probably draw around the center, try to freeze to the back one. But yeah, just removing rocks at this point is, you can't score if the rocks aren't in the ring. So I think that's their thought process.
Clean. Yep. Hard. Clean.
So just picking that stone out.
Getting up the ice a hair. I thought I was about mid, which I was surprised.
Desmond will have the same draw.
Yeah, so I'll just adjust off that one.
Yeah, and I think if you see this draw made really, really well, they'll, you know, Paige and Evan will likely just hit the open.
Yep.
Oh. Line's good. Okay, line's good. It's really tracking. Line's nice. Finish if you can. Really go.
Trying to get that extra finish out of the rock. So I think he did bury a bit more there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know
I
how
threw your
much
5
less ice to take. What?
Playing the same shot maybe, or just hitting an open one? I'm
Make,
not sure.
let's make it.
He did leave it slightly higher. I'm not sure if there's any sort of slash available. I think they might be just throwing the same one.
Yeah.
Hard.
Just can't wreck on that because. Well thrown.
Yeah,
Oh,
good shot. Yeah, the slash was pretty thin. So
Okay, do you want a little more weight then on the tighter path? Sure.
so once again they have this draw.
I'll give it to you on release. Line's nice. Gotta go line. Hard line.
Unfortunately, it looks like he just pulled the string on that one.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate miss, not being in the rings there.
This one's wide open, so
Yep.
all they need to do is make it
What
go
do you
Like
away.
it ice.
Call it after this, or do you want to keep playing?
Yep. Love firm.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be too worried about a hit and roll under here. And just removing that rock at this point is.
Mhm.
Nice.
Nice throw by Paige.
Or, I mean, you can also hit it. You just throw it. Whatever you like. That's the low spot. It's not going to curl there, so.
I'd like to think that the 5-ender
like
that we
easier
gave
bump.
up to Evan and Paige
Being
is
easy?
really what got them going this weekend.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's what I like.
take some credit for their
Yeah,
momentum.
I think so.
Totally your call.
I'm sure they'll thank you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So you like easy? Yeah, we'll come up just a little bit. Big easy. Lots of weight. Shot.
All right, so making the hit there for one.
What? Yeah. All right, guys, I think we'll call it there.
they're going to call it.
Good game. Good luck.
So
Good luck in the
disappointing
next,
finish for Catherine and Desmond there, but they should be proud of making it to the playoffs. Two young curlers with a bright future, I'd say.
Yeah. Well, I think having the provincial still go, a 32-team knockout at first. The national event got canceled, but with Curling Alberta, I think it's been great that they continue to go ahead with this event, just to get more exposure.
Totally. So we'll see you guys back for the next draw.
Thanks, guys.